Come on, guys, this morning I woke up with good mood. I want to do some stuff that are real, communicating to you and telling you some things that are genuine. What you transfer to changing things and making everything look awesome, much better. I'm still sleepy, but I do believe I can talk. I can have some energy to say some stuff, some things, to change situation, to make things get better. I was sleeping horribly. Then all of a sudden, I just woke up and decided I have to go online and talk and say something because I know people are there and they're listening to me and they're willing to listen more. Listen more. If I don't, you know, make effort to make you understand, then who else will do that? That's why I have to be here, despite the situation. I have to be here. I have to be here, no matter what. No matter what. No matter what I'm doing, the dude must be here. If I give you my critical thinking, what will you do with it? Will you give it to me? Or will you just dash it out? I'm a critical thinker. I'm a guy who looks at things in another way. I don't just look at things the way you look at them. No, no. I have a fair thinking capacity that actually infects a situation like this in the morning. I can change it and make it better, regardless of who is there watching me or not watching me, listening to me or not listening to me. That is it. It is what it is, man. Patient time out, man. What am I supposed to do now? Give me that whole consistent thing. Hey, good morning. I'm engaged with some stuff here. I'm trying to sort them out because I'm a computer guy and I'm truly concerned about some stuff here. And these stuff are quite labor intensive because one of the main computer was building. It has completely failed to pick the latest drivers. So I'm just scattered. It's just here on the floor. Sometimes you just want to work in awkward environment. Oh, like now as you can see. I just put it down there to see if we're gonna work from there and win some situations that are quite disturbing. What are you doing up at 6 a.m.? Some job. I don't sleep. From here, I'm going to Reddit. And before I came here, I was on Facebook Live. And at the same time, I have some phones. I'm fixing some phones. I'm flashing some phones, softwares, and I'm setting up a point of sale system. I got work, a hell of work. Hi, hi, Sole. How are you doing? Hi, hi. You're my crush, but you just said no. This dude, no. Hope you're doing great. It's Lady M. Good morning, Lady M. How are you doing today? Are you great? All of you, hope you are working well. Everything is working for you. Me too. Things are grateful. I cannot complain. Everything is fine. I want to see if I'll be able to flash one phone here and work it out. Yes, I was thinking it's not going to open up. Then I take out some stuff from there. You know, if there are some people who are very difficult to work with as clients, they're Indians because yo, Indians, Indians, my guys. Somebody told me, okay, that's good. Indians told me, Zole, I was at Facebook a while ago. Oh, that's good. It's Lady M. So, you were my ladies. Lady M and Solace Smith, please, can you guys connect to each other and sub to each other because you need to communicate. You need to stream together. You need to do those things. You need to interact because Liam, I know you. Sol, I know you. So we need to interlink. Anyway, this Indian guy came to me and told me, I want a big computer box, a desktop system that I can be able to work with phones because he dealt the softwares for the phones. And then he told me, I think you can build it for me. I did a quotation for him and I told him, I said, I want $800 so I can build what you want. But you have to give me a deposit of $300 to build the box. I just sat down. I decided, all right, I have to buy the parts and everything. Then I get time to build that computer for him. And I was like, have you ever seen an Indian giving you money before work? Because they want to give money when it is so desperate. When the situation is so desperate, they are running out of options. That's the only time an Indian will take money out. This guy gave me $300. The balance is 500. I went on, I bought what I was buying to build the computer box for him, and I managed to get it up and running. I invited him to my home, and he came to see it. Then he told me, "Oh, you built third generation Core i5, with 8th generation Dell motherboard. Ah, you do not understand my specifications." I told you I'll give you 8th generation motherboards with 3rd generation CPU because you want to do some phone stuff, and phone they need a lot of space and fast computers. I'm an engineer, so what I did, I told him the specs I've given you is equivalent to the money you paid me. That guy told me, no, 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 go. I don't need it. Give me 10th generation CPU. I built a 10th generation from what I had agreed with you. Are you going to add me more money? You see how Indians, they're very complicated. I got frustrated and I decided now, I'll not go back to him. Yes, I can give him refund, but he's asking for refund. But $300 is small money, very small money as a deposit. Now the box is in my house, and I said, what I'm gonna do? That kind of relationship somehow is tainted, but it's somebody I know for quite some time. He's from East India. Business deals sometimes, if you don't get along, you don't proper plan, they put you in a mix. I said to save this relationship because it's somebody I know. What I'm gonna do? I'm going back to the market. I went back online to look for specification for what he really actually wanted me to get. That chip he wanted me to use is a fast speed chip microprocessor. Eventually I found it, but I told him now the quotation must go up from $800 to $1,250. He said, no problem. Okay. Then who is going to pay for add me the money for deposit because you say you have to give me time? No. Give me another $300. I have $600 now. So I build the system you want because I needed to pay there. I trade in what I got to get higher grade speed system parts. The situation escalated. Eventually, he said, no, I can't give you another $300. I'll give you 200. Okay, I told him, okay, it's fine. I built the system. That's why I woke up very early in the morning because I feel like money is coming. And the dude called me and told me, I'm coming. You built it? Yes, I built it. Is it working 100%? Yes, it is. Now, the system I built, the system I built is here. And I want to see what time he's gonna come. So I'm making bugs today. Who's making bugs today? Who's making bugs today? The relationships are strained, but I have to deliver. And the conditions of delivering doesn't matter, but how you go about it. Praying with somebody's psychology. When he is high in terms of aggression, be moderate thinker. analytically, have emotional intelligence. You will bag the bags, you get everything. I will not get irritated. I spend time and money. No, emotional intelligence, how to grab some interest and build something out of it because bottom line, that is what it is. So the theme of this story is to know how to deal with the people because these relationships are not just relationships you're building to take 2 days or 3 days. These are the people in the neighborhood, people in one way or the other. Despite the cultural diversity, you interact regularly. If you don't meet you at gas station, we meet in church. If we don't meet in church, we meet in hospital. We meet in station. We meet in courts. We meet on the street. We meet in supermarkets. We meet in clothes store. So this is community. These are the people now and here and there. And the dude is calling and saying, "I'm coming." So don't get angry when those situations escalates and reaches a point whereby it's finished. No, I will not be able to rise up. These guys. No, that's not the case. There's better time, better times, better time is just around the corner. It's just around the corner. You remember, guys, I was talking about. He seems like a difficult guy. He's going to come back with another issue. Apparently, I yeah, they are difficult. Indians are very difficult. One thing, there's a language barrier. Even if they speak fluent English, you'll always encounter some challenges, misunderstanding. Indians and Jews, they have that problem because they think they're the best people who can bargain on something. But I did it to his best satisfaction, and he approved. I had to force him to sign a consent agreement, conditionalities of the situation because I don't want the nonsense of nagging me, saying it's not like this. I want it that way. I want it. No. I asked him, which Windows version do you want? I want Windows 10 Pro. That's what I put. How big is the RAM? I told him 16 gig RAM. What is it? How big is it? Storage capacity? It's 1 terabyte SSD. That is good for you. Now, you meet these kind of dudes. Today they catch you, they frustrate you, but tomorrow is you who is going to frustrate them. But because you have upper understanding, you would say it's not the time to validate indifferences. No, it's time for me to show maturity. Yeah, because they're the dudes. The dude will understand you negatively, but now he'll understand you positively. And the life goes on. You get to the next level of doing business with the people. There's no way I'll be profiting from a situation that is so tense and disrupting by just taking advantage. Next time when you come, I'll tell you, oh, brother, you treated me very unfairly. But I'm not that kind of a person. I want you to learn a lesson how to do the things. Because at your age, expect maturity in business. Indians are clever, Indians, scamming. They have a lot of business trying to get information from people. One of them always scammed me. Sorry to say. No, there's nothing to be sorry here. The greatest scammers are from India. If you want to do a fair business with somebody, talk to him. They are very good with the technology. Yes, and that is why I did a video about Indians, and and Chinese are also becoming part of this problem. Ha- and it's a bit disturbing. It's a bit disturbing. It's a bit disturbing. It's a bit disturbing. Very, very disturbing. Very, very, very disturbing situation. We have to change situation. We have to know Indians is a very big, problem there. We not all, but allegedly some. Most of those cases, they ends up with them. This happens mostly when you think it's like you know about finances or technology more than other people, or you think others are dummy. Nobody is dummy. Everybody got certain level degree of understanding things. Even if I'm not a perfect person, I have certain leverage. I know how to go about such things. And when you are a victim of such a situation, you go to seek help. And most of these romantic, mostly Indians are good in hacking and doing those kind of tricks. But West Africa, there's a problem of romantic scams, and it's a big problem. Women are becoming victims because they're so emotional. I don't know why women, our ladies, what's going on? What's going on? Why are you getting to this level whereby these men are coming, taking away what you got? You know, it's so sad. You see what's happening in West Africa. The Nigerians, you see what's going on there. You've not been a victim, you are almost to be. Because, this sweet package, there's so many things going on there. And particularly Western women, because they have money, most of them they have money, they're looking for love and see this genuine love and they're willing to. It's becoming a very, you have to block those spam messages, anything to do with bank account, that's bullshit. Never let it click in your mind. Never let it click in your mind. Just walk away from such kind of things. Because now, yeah, Indians they use that whatever they, but going to the level of asking somebody banking details, no, you must be crazy. What do you want to do with my banking details? Sure. No, that one is a hell no. We have this other category of people, like the Nigerians are very smart with romantic scam triangles. They're bagging millions, yeah, for love, but they don't know how to love. Okay, who is looking for love and to have a great conversation? Surely. And yes, Nigerians, they know how to do love triangles. You were saying Indians. Indians, they don't know. They don't know. They don't know even how to be sentimental. They don't know how even to groove with a woman. They don't know how you know, to mesmerize. They don't know how to go about emotional. They don't know. No, they don't know. Then their communication skills are somehow tainted. Yes, but a Nigerian, hey, tall, dark, and handsome, masculine with a mustache. Hey, and Queen's English. Wow. Hmm. Hey, Guys, I never wanted to talk about this, but it's called. Oh, a Nigerian man. Hey, she will package you. You run. Get out of. You say you know nothing. Where was I all these years? Now here I am. I'll come to that. What you're talking about there is called. Time will come for. I'll tell you so many things I know. Hey, a lot of things. A lot of things. Those romantic scams, they're making American women vulnerable, very much vulnerable. Do you know how many are in Africa right now because of those relationships? They're even crazy. They don't want to go back. Instead of kissing you in your mouth, they kiss your forehead. I don't want to talk about those things. Okay, American women, mostly I'm profiling American women because they are the majority in these situations, black and white, Caribbeans and whatever. Sometimes as a woman, you reaches a point whereby you want to settle down. You want to restart afresh, and you want to retreat from toxicity, work environment, society, relationships, and the things that are not giving you attention. You understand? But if there's somebody who have time for a woman, it's a Nigerian man. Wow, Nigerian man. Hey, you have time for a woman. Hmm, my queen, my all. What can I do for you this morning? You still look beautiful. You're still the one I choose. Can we do stargazing tonight? You're awesome. Hey, hey, don't say wahala. Don't say wahala. Don't say wahala. But if you're looking for those intelligent critical thinkers, progressive and with great mind to innovate, East Africa, East Africa, an East African man, them they are categorical. Those who are going up the ladder, they are independent. They don't want to owe. They value their integrity so much. And when it comes to creativity, they'll not show off. They'll just build their empire quietly. But this boy is a Nigerian man. They'll show off. Hey, you'll find a very well educated, or not necessarily being educated, but well established a Nigerian man. But the packaging, hey, presentation, wow, it's a whole world. That's the problem. Attention. Men don't seek attention. It's women who seek attention. Men, they provide attention. They provide, you know, but women, they seek. You get it. A man will give you his attention, and that is it. Why, Soleil, why are you saying wahala? It's like you have been dating one or what? No, hi, and you're beautiful. You're a gorgeous woman. Hey, I already see you. I know. Hmm. Pro Max. Why? Why wahala Pro Max? What's why this subjection? Hmm? There must be something critical there. You know, me, I'm just saying generally what it is, because I am focusing on making money raw. Look at the situation in America right now. How can you make money in America right now? With who is in power? You know who are you? See what's happening there. Can we travel the world then? Let not let them not intimidate you. Okay, come and travel. I'll take you to whole of Africa. I know. In Europe, I've been to Europe. I've lived in America. I've lived in Africa. So I know cultural diversity. I know everything. I know everything. And the best place to be, I think Africa is number one. Continent. I don't think I can leave continent again. The place I have not been to is Eastern, no, Asia in general, and I would like to go there. But Africa, hey, Africa is home. Calmness, you enjoy hospitality, you enjoy, hey, business opportunities are plenty, plenty, plenty. Money and travel the world. Ha! You are on another level, and that is quite interesting to know. We tend to have Did you see all these guys that came from Africa? Which guys? You're quite interesting here. Did you see all these guys that came from Africa? What have they done? Let me ask you. I would like to know what you're talking about because did you see all these guys that came from Africa? Or you did not see they're supposed to be farmers? It's not possible. Not only farmers. There are so many things you need to be done. You're not only farmers, not everyone is a farmer, but 60% of African land is arable. If you want to farm, I can give you land. You have some money to do farming. You buy the generators, you do irrigation piping, and you build some warehouse. Then you're not buying water. believe those people. They're crazy. Not everybody is a farmer. People tend to venture in different areas. Others want to be dependent. The only thing I know is in Africa, you are free, particularly East Africa. Let me talk generally about it. If you want innovations, East Africa is because if you can access the bank without conditions and run the business, that's the best thing. In America, it's very hard. It's our people to go to Chase Bank or to go to American Bank, JP Morgan or all that, and say you want money to do business. So many questions. But in Africa, some of the banks, they don't care. Check it out. The South African that came over like 5 days ago. These are not black people who came there. They are white people who are coming to America. And I know South Africa very well. I've lived in South Africa for 5 good years. I know it in and out. And South African politics are deep. And I don't see the difference between South Africa and America. I've lived in America for 10 good years. I've lived in South Africa for 5 good years, work related. So I know what I'm saying. What you see in America, commercial farming, is what is in South Africa. And South Africa is not Africa. The mentality of South Africans. And one thing, there's a land dispute. There's land dispute in South Africa. Blacks never got land. So the white and the black, there's a standoff. Even though there's democracy, but that thing you see is still there. It's still there. And it's only political goodwill can resolve that dispute. Now, the behavior of black South Africans is the same behavior with black Americans. The behavior of South African blacks, where you see them behaving, is the same behavior with black Americans in America. That bitterness of life, aggression, it is what it is. And now, the whites in South Africa, they have everything. Some of the whites in South Africa, they are rich than those whites in America because they took the wealth of the country and they did not divide it with anybody else. But those South African whites who are coming there, they are the poorest ones, not farmers, the poorest. Because they don't understand how you can live 5,000 acres or 2,000 acres or 100 acres here in South Africa. You have land cruisers, you have machineries, you have money in the bank. You run to be a refugee in America because Trump said so. And here in South Africa, the government is not forcing you to take your land. It is just willingly if you want. You think the South African government is dummy? It can just chase all the whites? No. They don't want to club our economy, and they cannot do that. They don't want it to go like Zimbabwe. What happened there? I hope you get what I'm saying. So, those are not farmers coming there. Farmers in South Africa cannot leave South Africa. They have planes, they have helicopters, they are farming commercially. They got what it takes to build. They are filthy rich. They cannot go anywhere. Those who are coming though, they are the fairies. And you think you're going to give them assurance? Trump is going to be in power only for 3 years now. Where's the credibility for you to dismantle what you have here to run to America? Because Trump said, I don't want to do politics. I do them best, but I want to clean my channel out of such kind of narratives. But I know them very very well, so it's going to be. You cannot just run there only to be given refugees credit record, status. Unless maybe you marry an American, because if Americans are tired of Americans, I don't know why. Maybe they want to breed like we see. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be tricky. The business opportunities which are in Africa, I've never seen them anywhere else. What is needed is capital. Like now, you told me you are into transportation. Are you in trucks? Are you into public service vehicles like Ubers, or what are you? What are you to? Because if you are in trucking, there's guarantee of money without tax in Africa. You're in Uber. Uber can do good. If you have two to three Ubers in Africa, you can make a thousand, 800 to 1,000 US dollars. Medical transportation. Oh, the patients or the supply chain. That is something else as well. It's big. It's big. It's big. It's big. I deal with hospitals, clinics. Yeah, that is it. Money is there. Supply chain. Okay. You see, these are the things I'm talking about. It's better. America is America is already saturated, and the middle class people are heavily indebted because consumerism was sold to them. Now they are walloping and swimming in debts, and it's becoming difficult to have extra income, even to start a small business. No, but I'm dealing with the big dogs. Yeah, the big dogs. Wow, you must be sweet. So you want to get out of America, but you're not sure where to and what to. South America, I think you have some origins as Ukraine from South America. I didn't know exactly what you talked. You have some Colombian background, or I don't know. But South America is also good for business. But I think language barrier, language barrier there. Spanish. Yeah, no Colombian, not from the Caribbean. Yes, Caribbean. Yeah, you have broad hair, natural accent, compression, voluptuous body and everything. I saw you. So, but Caribbean, is entirely the whole area, the whole central part of. It involves of many places there: Costa Rica, Panama. We have Cuba. There's so many: Jamaica, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, Dominican Republic. You know, there's so many, but it's good. So the main problem in America is taxation. You can't run away from taxation. But in Africa, you go and find a registered doctor with his medical clinic. I was born in PR. PR can mean a lot. It can mean Panama, Paraguay, it can mean Peru, it can mean I was born in PR. But, okay, never mind now. No, Panama. Panama? No, Peru. It's born in PR. Hey, that abbreviation is a bit tricky for me. Peru, Paraguay. That's good. No, I was born in PR. You broke my mind somehow there. I don't want to joke my mind some beyond. No, PR. So you find a medical doctor or a laboratory people. They're dependent, no string attached. They tell you, I want this from point A to point B. You want to do it? Yes. This is my other hospital or this is my other lab. So, how much you want to charge me? You say maybe $50, $100. Oh, I need three, four trips. You want cash? Yes. You don't want, no, I want cash. It's you dictate the terms of doing business, how you want to be paid, because you want to determine by the end of the day how to deal with money. So you find these opportunities are there. Others are importing goods, medical accessories, medical whatever, logistics or whatever from India and China, particularly machineries and specimen equipment. So you find they're going that extra mile to have a conversation with you and create business without so many complications. Unlike in United States, you have to build a franchise, you must be an affiliation, you can't work alone, it's difficult. I've seen those people doing medical labs, whatever, even with the motorbikes, good motorbikes, strategic motorbikes designed to carry specimens and some stuff. We have these online doctors and all those things, all these things are happening. And South Africa got good infrastructure, sorry, because medical tourism is overwhelming. People are going to South Africa for medical treatments and some stuff. Yes, business insurance, very expensive. I think in Kenya, you don't need insurance to do that business. Medical, no. They're doing it that way to discourage the people, the melanin people, from doing business. That's what I'm saying. In South Africa, how to go about it? A place like South Africa, you can get into it because there are so many independent private clinics. You don't need insurance to do that. In places like Zimbabwe, Botswana, Tanzania, Malawi, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Congo, Southern Sudan, Kenya, Ethiopia. You're dealing with a population of about 400 to 500 million people. And some of those services, they don't even exist. You can be the pioneer. Karen, how are you? Change, how are you doing? So you may find a place like Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is using American dollar. And there's a middle class there. Some of those services, they are needed. That is it. That is it. I understand very well what you're talking about. Nigeria, those services are needed. You need to have data about this. With my little knowledge, I think I have tried to expound on requirements, where, how. I think that is better. I think that is better. That side is much better than this America where you have to pay for. In Africa you can own two small trucks designed with a refrigeration system, branded, just registered, and that's it. Nobody's following you anything else. Whether you want to do business cash or you want to do EFTs or you want to do invoicings and all those things, nobody cares. Problem in America is the cost of doing business and the government taxes. Yes, it's something else. But now in Africa, you can have five motorbikes, one truck, or whatever, a sedan or whatever, all branded. The system works for you, not you working for the system. If you have a system that is working for you, whereby you can be able to delegate in remote state and effectively you deliver, that means you have a working team that's goal oriented. And that doesn't mean that you have to integrate you are. Don't talk about solar panels because that is the area I am into. I'm into electricals. And that business is also a good business. What you can do, that one you don't even need anything. It's trading. What you need is to just know how to work with logistics. That one, you just need to be the capital owner. It doesn't mean need a lot of paperwork. What it needs is capital intensity. Wait a minute. Solar business. Everywhere right now, people are going off the grid. People are just getting out of grid. So you'll find somebody, particularly in Africa. Africa, that's what I'm saying. Africa is winning because it has population and middle class is growing. And people are trying to get out of the grid. And that business of solar panels, if apart from solar panels, you sell the batteries, the inverters, the other consumable accessories. And this is a one-time business. You catch a client, you negotiate, you agree on the cost, he gives you the money. Period. You do the site professionally with the right electricians. who don't need medical cover. They don't need, you know, unlike in America, here you don't need to, if you know, I have a solar distribution company or I have a small shop, I'm selling these accessories, the solar lights, the panels, cabling, and then I just need to hire you as an electrician only when I need you. Only when I need you. I don't need to, to be there paying your medical, all that stuff. No, hell no. I have a site today. Client walked into my shop. He gave me the specification. This is the quotation. He wanted it to be done this way. No insurance, nothing. I will call you as my technician. Go to site B. This is what the customer wants. You do an installation there. How much you want? I pay you. You go your way. When I need you again, and customer has paid me for installation, I will need you. That's how to do business in Africa. That's how to do business in Africa. And to own a shop or SME, small medium enterprise organization, whereby you are importing yourself, you don't necessarily need to be qualified. You must be an electrician. No, you don't need. You don't need. You don't need to go to this board. You have business trade license. That's all you need. You don't need anything else. You must be belonging to this electrical and whatever, like what is in America. You must be affiliated to certain, approving or accrediting institution. And then the homes must be having insurance. So for you to work in those homes, because they are mortgage homes, you must have insurance. No, Africa is different. I don't need insurance. People in Africa, they are not intending to buy the mortgages. They are now wise, they don't. They buy plot, piece of land, you put stones there, you build your design. No mortgage. No. So these are two businesses that will make you give American government a lot of money. But if you're out of America, you will make money that will stay in the pocket, not money in the system that is moving from you to the supplier, to the government taxes, and you have nothing. No. And that is why I choose Africa, because no, it's the best for business. It's the best. It's the best. Since I moved to the continent, I've seen much change. When I was in Arizona, things were not okay, working long hours. You don't know who is your neighbor. You don't, it's not nothing. In Africa, somebody wakes up in the morning and asks you, how are you, brother? How is your night? If you have an occasion, the whole estate, there must be a member, some members of that estate, because we are all neighbors. For instance, if you have a wedding event, in Africa is not personal as you think, because people around you, they have to participate. When a child is born, the community must come to, that hospitality. You have, that's what is contact with human nature, and everybody is looking for that. Unlike in the West, alone, everything alone, you go down alone. You drive alone, you live alone, you stay alone, everything alone. And you know, as we age, when we grow old, from 30 years and above, we are old in West. 30 years in Africa, you're still fresh. That's the time now the life is beginning. So you'll find 80 years old man in Africa is still capable of going to the garden, going to his business and working. Unlike in America, 80 years old man in America is a very old man. Is a pensioner, is very old and sick. But in Africa, 80 years old man is still driving the trucks. He can push 500 kilos on the road because of the lifestyle, the food you eat, maybe might be contributing factor. It's the opposite. In America, you retire for formalities and you start now becoming a pension. In Africa, you retire to do business. If you're a teacher, high school teacher, you retire. In Africa, you will eventually start with a dairy farming. You have maybe 2 hectares, 3 hectares. You have a house there. So you build a cage for the cows and then you plant the napier grass or the food, not hay. No, you'll be feeding those cows and you'll be producing 10 liters of milk every day and selling to the corporation, to the companies that are processing milk. That is direct income. You have goats. Goat milk in Africa is very expensive. You have chickens. You build the cages. Those cages, you put chickens. You'll be collecting 2 to 3 trays of eggs every day. You are planting cabbages. You are planting potatoes. You have maize crops. That man is not retiring to stay in the house and wait for monthly payment from the government. He is retiring to go to his empire. Then when he was working, he has some apartment in the city. So every month he's going to the city to collect money. That is a well-established man. And there outside, he has a small shop outside the gate of his yard. No restriction. He built a small shop where he's going to spend the days. This is how you build. This is how you build. This is how you build. That is a busy man until he dies. He's waking up to such a great conversation with people. So you ought to think in Africa, there's poverty there, people, they don't, there's no electricity there. Who told you? Have you moved? Even those highways, you see in America, they're there in Africa. Those skyscrapers, you think they are there. They are there. What they showed you is an illusion of deception. You can't go back there, it's not good. What? Visit once, you get stuck, you never go back. Now, can you imagine you as a man and your wife, both of you, they have investment, then you are living in the up country, but you have properties in the city. What a wonderful life. Every morning you wake up, the goats are there, the cows are there, the chickens are there. Your children are calling you, hi daddy, how are you today? Are you okay? Weekend, you see all the cars coming to your compound from the city. They are there to visit you and their grandchildren. What a wonderful life. You still want to chase this life. What? So we have different minds, we have different views, we have different expectations, we have different principles. To retire in Western world is more hectic than to retire in other parts of the world. Eight, 80 years old man in America, if you don't have money, I don't want to look at that situation. I've been there and your children are even tired of you. They won't take you to the old age home. Mm, what did I do to go there? In Africa, you have your children with you even when you're 90 years in your home. In your home. Because maybe one of your children, especially mostly the last born, is around. By the time you are 98 years there, he's around there, somewhere there. So he will walk around, do the businesses you have been doing, and check on you. Not taking you to the old home. Old love is not forgotten, it is treasured. So you don't take that old man to the old age home. To do what? What do you want him to do there? What do you want that old man to do there? Old age home. To abandon him there, you go there only the weekend to see him with great grandchildren who doesn't even know where they come from. When will he give wisdom to the small children, the grandchildren? Because he got fairy tales, stories of the past, wisdom. When will he do that? If you just put him there in solitary confinement because you have money to pay, and it is what it is. So life is sweet when you're young. What? Do you care? Do you really care? Or you want someone else to care? Okay, I leave it there. All in all, let's us all be in an environment whereby we are appreciated, loved, taken care of, and outermost all, given a chance to do what we want, and respected. And our choice given priority by everyone in diversity. It's diversity of inclusivity, not diversity of exclusivity with self-centered mindset. Apparently, no. We won't follow that direction because it won't save the future. It won't save the future. You know me when I blog, guys, I blog. I don't know how people takes me, but I believe I blog with skillful thinking. No, I skillfully draft my mind eloquency, the level of what to talk about and how to go about it. It's low and uncut, and I really put effort and emphasis on importance of understanding and participating because I don't know everything. You also can participate and tell me. Let me engage you in this conversation. We can also discuss one, two, three. And that is exactly what I'm looking for. Because now, when somebody like Sole here talking about business, that's a serious person. I cannot just come here to be funny, talking about reading messages here, people teasing each other. No, when she asks a question, you have to go expound it, go deep, give thorough information what you know about it. So somebody can be able to understand, oh, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what is needed. Where? That person will always feel this guy was talking about something good. No? Not like some people who comes on my channel here tells me, hey, Daddy, Didi, and Meek Mills, the stuff. I'm not talking about celebrities. I'm not into celebrity gossip. I don't follow those celebrities because even them, they're setting a bad example. So it also depends the type of the community you want to build. Like now, this business, solar panels business, that's a very big business. It's not a business to underrate, and it's not a business that's it will force you to have the whole society depending on you in terms of liabilities. No, you do it once, you do it perfectly, you never go back to that home again. Apart from that, other people, if they know you have this shop, they'll be buying from you. The technicians. Sometimes you don't even need to go, you get the site, you install. You need to just have a good shop with good stock and variety and good customer language. People will buy from you. One day I'll do a blog in Nairobi about this electrical business accessories you're talking about. You'll be surprised. The most important thing is to liberate yourself from slavery of paying taxes that never returns anything to you. Everybody wants a business where money is coming in. Even when you are not there, you travel, the business is still running. You're getting the reports of good work. So you must have the right people to do the business because your goal is to achieve and have growth. And that is what everybody is looking for. Nobody wants to fail. You know, I saw something. Uh, in America, Indians and Chinese and Arabs, they're the ones who are doing businesses. Our people are doing small business, but those big business of imports, they're done by those Indians and those people, Asians mostly. Indians, Chinese, those type of people are the ones who are doing those big business. And the Jews. You come to places like East Africa, Africans, they're doing them. They hold the grip of economy. Our people, they're importing containers and containers. And they are running to China themselves. This is what I want to import. This is it. This is it. 2 weeks, the cargo is in. So if you're in a place like Nairobi and you are an importer, obviously you have a shop there or a business there in the city. From there, some stocks you take them to. You have another shop in Uganda. You have another shop in Tanzania. You have another outlet in Rwanda. You have another outlet in Burundi. Why? Because those countries are developing. And from Dar es Salaam to Nairobi is about 14 hours drive. From Nairobi to Kampala in Uganda is, I think, 12 hours drive. Hey, the sweetest voice ever. Hello. I watched that live when you're swimming. Oh, you are, and that SUV, live on a budget. I hope you're doing great. Welcome to the show. So our people are doing it, and they are controlling the credit because the bank is telling you You are importing this. Do you need overdraft to run the business? Then we assign you a risk manager who is going to evaluate the performance of your business gradually and see how it is doing. And that does not say you're limited, you will not get funds from any other place because of the credit score. No. So you have to articulately plan the investment portfolio. It's black owned. The consumer market is black owned. So there's no corporation, multinational corporation mindset. You build your own clientele who are able to sustain you. People are very much interested and very much excited. You know, there's some businesses you can do intentionally. Like now, when you meet a lady who is a mechanic, how do you feel? You get excited. Oh, she can be a mechanic. Oh, I want her to, I want to give her business. I want to see what she can do. If you meet a lady who is an electrician, whoa, you feel excited. She's an electrician. If you meet a man who is a chef, you always say, wow, I want this guy to cook for me. Because what you see him doing, it's somehow, I cannot expect him there, but it's happening. And you don't, who are you to choose? You have to take advantage of what's available. Like now, for instance, I've traveled in America. For a lady to drive is nothing. We are used to. Whether you're an immigrant or whatever, to drive in America is common. To find a lady who is smoking in America is nothing. Go to South Africa. To drive as a woman is nothing. To find a mechanic lady there working the mines is nothing. To find a lady there flying a chopper is nothing. You go to a place like Mozambique, or you go to a place like some part of East Africa, even find a lady behind the wheels, I will be excited because I rarely see that. Maybe in the city. If I see a lady smoking, I would say, wow, I've never seen. It is true. There's a fact. Element of excitement in existence. Because of exposure, lack of exposure, it will always create interest and the business is ready to go. What makes Africa better for business is hospitality and urge to realization. In America, you are not exciting anybody. You can't. Who are you exciting? Who cares even you exist? If your own very own neighbor next door, you have 5 years, you've never seen him. You just see the remote gate, the car comes in, the car go. Who are you exciting? Who got your time? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. There's identity crisis. It's not criticism, it's out of experience. And nobody wants that. You want to be in a free environment. The remaining part of the life we are having, we need peace. Peace. We go with peace. Whenever we go with peace. Not junkness. You know, mind is, you know, nobody wants that. Mind, the most expensive thing is finding peace, true love, and and ability to sleep. If you can't afford to sleep until you take sleeping pill, you're in the worst state ever that needs retreat. Let's go check what's going on. You just call him now, but what are you okay? Okay, sorry. Okay. The most difficult thing is peace to find and sleep to satisfaction. If you can be able to sleep to your satisfaction, when you wake up, you feel your mind is relaxed, you think nothing, no anxiety of whatsoever. You just wake up, you see the sun, soft music, you praise God, you say thank you. You start a day in a motivated way. You are good to go. You are good to go. And that is what everybody is looking for. Sometimes you even prefer to go to the nature. Like now, my environment where I'm staying, I've shown you sometimes, I see the bird sings in the morning. Even now you can hear them, some doves singing in the backyard. Simply because that's the environment I want. I don't want the hooting cars, the crazy people, gunfight and all those things, I wanted an environment whereby if I sleep, it's only the birds you can hear. It's only the birds. Because sometimes you go to the riverbanks, you watch the tadpole swims, the fish, some frog jumps, and you realize how wonderful this creation is. Because God designed it that way, and He saw it fit. You look up in the sky at night, you see the stars. The environment is so quiet. You count the stars like Abraham. You gaze at them and you say, thank you, Lord, you're so amazing. Not living in an environment whereby every morning you go to check the mailbox, whether they brought the letters of debts by your gate, and then SMS, court appearances, messy divorces. Hell no. Hell no. Because how will I deal with the trauma? Because I fear trauma most. It will take me down. You know, there's some environments, even to do business, is quiet. The people you're dealing with, they are friendly, calm, they just want peaceful business. Not like the crazy guy I build a computer for. You know, there's some people, they will be straightforward to you. They will not nag you. The business transaction is so smooth, profitable, blessed, and brings peace and happiness to prosper. You just feel, I'm okay. I don't deserve something else. This is enough for me. Then you have a family around you, people who loves you, people who will be dedicated, not conditionally, unconditionally, always inspiring you and telling you, we're going to do things this way. They're not forcing their needs or desires to you. They are requesting you, this is my opinion. Do you think it's going to contribute? If it doesn't, then I'm okay. We're going to have find a way to deal with this or to work on it, let alone. This is kind of the, it exists on this universe. Problem is to navigate exactly the GPS of where and how to begin this because we have a toxic past that nobody wants to remember. Think about failed businesses, failed opportunities, lost relationships, many things. But who are the pioneers of this transition? It's the awakening in you, the spiritual being, the faith and confidence you have, and that inner thought that is telling you, go, go, do this. You can win. You can be there. It is happening. Follow that instinct and you pray more for clear vision so you can be able to see what is it all about. I keep on hearing it's time to move, it's time to go, it's time to, when I was in America, it was not easy. It reached a point whereby you feel like you can have mental breakdown. Mental breakdown. You drive 40 kilos, you see blue silent, pull out. What is the license? Do you have insurance? What's your social security number? Funny question. You have done nothing. You're not dependable. You don't have jail but record. You don't have child support offenses. You don't, you're just a clean person. But suspicion, that triggers anxiety. You just leave. You look at the side mirror, you say, yeah, here they are. You just leave, you're staring like this. Oh my God, now what do they want, these people? Another 50 kilos, the same situation. Another 100 kilos, the same situation. That is bullying. Nobody wants to like that. Then you have another crazy guy driving crazy, lowering down the windscreen and windows and talking nonsense. Why, the road rage, those things. Then in the neighborhood, you go there, you find some funny things going on. Then you get into your house, there's no peace. Ah, then where's the rest? Where's the rest? That's why you pardon everything. You guys, have you not seen these people wake up one morning and say, I'm done. I don't want this job anymore. I don't want. Let them take whatever is remaining. I'm going to the street because it's too much. Because it is too much. Peace is the most expensive thing. It's the most costly thing. If you don't have it, if you're relentless, that anxiety, hey, you go down so fast. To be anxious, anxious. Anyway, I never wanted to do a podcast from 6 a.m. to now. I've been here for almost 1.5 hours. I hope I'm making sense to some of you. I don't just talk, but when I talk, I talk. What we are doing on YouTube, it's not for everybody. It's not everybody who appreciates. Not everybody will say it's okay. No, you are doing something or you're seeking information to have proper understanding of what you know. And that's not the end. You still need to dig more so that you can have solid information about what you want or how you feel about situations. It's here in YouTube. And that is why I said, let's not create YouTube channels just to look for monetization. Let's create YouTube channels with integrity and quality content that in future somebody will say, this guy was saying something and I really appreciate what he was talking about. And now this information is power. I'm able to navigate and be able to do something better. I've traveled wide and far and I've seen so many things. And rest assurance, me, Africa is moving. Africa is moving in the right direction. And considering 60% of the world arable land is in Africa, Africa is moving. Me, I know everywhere. How come I know everywhere? But someone, somewhere in Argentina, somewhere in Panama, somewhere in Jamaica, doesn't know anything about Asia, doesn't know about global economics, doesn't know anything about American culture and its influence, doesn't know anything about business opportunities, people to connect with, how to go about it worldwide, because now we are no longer encircled in one area. We are diverse because internet is making you to communicate with somebody who is far, build relationships, and you evolve and you find a way out of things. So it is what it is. It is what it is. And it is what it is because you allowed it to be. How you plan matters a lot. And I have spoken and I've said, kids, children, they are good when we have them. Very interesting. But remember, you were a child, you became human with reasoning the moment you grew up. So, what I do, I was not doing what I'm doing when I was a child. And what I'm doing, my seniors were doing it. And when I reach to their age, my children will be doing what I'm doing. So, what is that good thing you're doing now that your senior did and you want your child to do? It must start with you. It must start with you. That's why if you want to do content that is clean because in case of anything, if it's a multi-international, you become a successful YouTuber. Who gonna inherit? Who gonna inherit what you're doing? Is it bad behavior, improper thinking, disappointments? I want to see what's going on with my laptop here. Guys, I had great conversation. Thank you so much for those who are here. Soul, I know you're here. We have spoken. We have evolved, discussed, gone to depths. And your interest in business world definitely is a valid dream. I've seen it happening. Right now, as we speak, my younger brother, my younger step brother, is in Nairobi. And I spoke with him and he's an electrician, doing great. Some of the things he's doing there, I can't afford them. Because now he's not even in Kenya, he's in China. And he got married recently. So he's still a young man, but he has great strides ahead because of choice. So it's possible, even you, whenever you are. But the problem now in America, to do those sort of things, most of the homes they are owned by mortgage companies. So those insurance things is a big problem. Accreditations. Look for environment whereby you can just invest, you start a business without corporations, and you enjoy your investment and peace of mind. Most important thing is peace of mind. Have you ever gone to the bank you're smiling because what is there is yours, you don't owe. They're not calling you. You have staying for 2 years without hearing anything from the bank, calling you for default or what? Because even the health conditions are triggered by anxiety, lifestyle of anxiety. It's something nobody wishes to have around. It's something I don't know how to describe it. I saw one of my aunts who was working with the United Nations as a secretariat. She made so much money, but she was traveling worldwide. Right now, I look at her condition. I feel so bad because it's like she has depression or something. Cannot remember anything. For the last 5 years, she has been in that state. That thing of living alone and not talking is dangerous because she has been living alone for so many years and she has a successful children and they're only two. And the first daughter is now at 50 something years, never got married. She's a teacher. The son got married, but he's not responsible in terms of family affairs. He just want to do his own things. So, and it's our first cousin. So I've seen these breakdowns happening. My father got married twice. My mother died, got a second wife. She passed on recently. That old man is there, 75 years old. We have seen things going on. Me, I'm only one. My sister, she's in UK. We are two, but we are surviving. We are living our lives. I don't see her regularly, but we live. We communicate, we talk sometimes because she's married, she got kids. Even that phone, nobody calls you, nobody talks to you anymore. Just leave it there. Just leave it there. Program yourself when you want to talk to them. Not being anxious. You're not checking on me. Validations, no. Deal with the business people. Talk with the people who are doing business. Seek information. Because loneliness is a reality. Whether you have family or not. Kids, they grow, they go. You will stay alone. They come there occasionally. That's what is happening. You look around, the friends are not there if you don't have money or those lucrative jobs because their interest is to pick something from you. So why do you need such people? Hell no. It is going to quarter two. Thank you guys. Much, much appreciated. I'm happy. Life on budget. How are you doing? Hope you're great. I, I like giving people attention sometimes. You must have peace. Yes. Thanks. So, there's so many things people can discuss when they have time. And if time is not there, then they'll get another time to do that. I have some construction work to do today. Someone is dropping the materials. I want to build a fence somewhere. And thereafter, I want to check the battery of my car. And then thereafter, I need to attend my garden. I have some green peppers. I want to see what's going on with them. Then the whole of afternoon, I can come back here and talk for under 2 hours because I've not been online live streaming for something serious because I had a contract for electrical work. I was doing interior design for lightning systems for somebody who wanted a saloon to be redone. I had to put the lights and all those things. It took me quite some time because I was working alone because I didn't have somebody to work with me, so I was working at my pace. But I really worked so hard and finished in a week. And I bagged some money as a bottom line. So keep on having hope. Don't restrict yourself. Let the world know you. You never know where the fortune lies. And be careful all the times. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for being here. You have gathered more. You have won. You never go wrong. Things are working your way despite the challenges, the difficulties. So I would say thank you once again for being here. All of you, I love you all. I'll never forget about you guys. I wish you all the best. Bye. Bye. Bye bye. Say bye here so that I can go. Bye. Maya, you're coming when I'm going. Maya, I'm going. We have spoken about so many things, a lot of things, a lot of stuff. If I tell you what we are talking about here, we were discussing so many things. So many things. We were discussing so many things. And you're a late comer, but never too late. Hope you're doing great. Everything is fine. I'm grateful to have you here, Maya. And Celestine is my queen. Oh, yes. That's good to know each other. You must be good friends. Yes, she's your queen. That is good. 100%. Let me put it 100% and show you some love there. How is Gav today? How is Gav taking you? How is Gav? Are you winning? How is the situation? How is the weather? Mediterranean weather. Is it hot? Kuna baridi? Is it cold? Because, you know, I'll check what you posted last night. I slept. I want to see what you say. I don't like missing when you are talking something. I would like to be happy. Udaku, where is Udaku? You put something there, or because nowadays you see here is winter. You see I'm wearing the jackets. It's very cold, and I'm in the house. I want to put the heater on. What happened? Here is hot. Maybe you got busy or what happened? Kilikulamba. What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened, girl? Hey, nilikosa watu jitakuwa na zip mdomo yangu hii. Nilikosa watu. You didn't get people to do what? Me, I do live for hours without expecting anybody to come here. As long as I know what I'm talking about, my topic. That's all. Don't worry about people. Don't people. Just pick a topic there and talk about what you want to talk about. Anything else, just leave it. If you say you go online only when you have people, you don't need to have people so you can go live. Me, sometimes I go live for hours and there's nobody. What are you looking for is watch hours, nothing else. Nilikosa watu kwa live, but Solar Zenity was there with me. She's loyal. Do you watch her stuff? Yeah, that's why I told you. Me, I watch you guys all the times. Don't go live expecting people to be there. You'll be disappointed. Just go live. But make sure what you go live for is something of value. So in future, somebody will look at that topic and listen, get interested to go on and on and on and enjoy. Take your family. Because now, when you talk about something, be informative, be in that mood of showing them something. Because if you say you go live, ile siku ulinicheka nikiwa na watch hours, but sahi I'm at 3:30. You're at 3:30. Me, I'm losing 15 hours every day because of the old videos. That's why I have to go live. Yes, you're working. 3:30 you have tried. It's not easy to be there. You are working out nicely. And I really love that spirit. Try your best to push things up to the level that is needed. Yes, I really recommend that you're working. And that is good to see you and Sol creaking and being together. Everything is going to work nicely. That business of the hotel, when are we going to start it? Because I'm going to Kenya. I'm going there soon. Which bundles are you using? Kenyan bundles or what? Because which bundles are you using? You don't have Wi-Fi in the house. How? How come you don't have Wi-Fi? Maya, bundles is a bit expensive. What's going on now with my system? assistant. Can you see me? Can you see me? I can't see myself. Oh, I can see myself. Oh, okay, get you. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. As long as you're trying your investments there, it's cool. Nothing is impossible in this world. It's hot. It's cold. And it's getting. I see the sun is coming my way. Generally, I'm very much concerned about the future of things we do without proper planning. Things we do without proper planning. Things we do without proper planning. It's not easy to make things work. It's 2 hours since I started this blog, and guys, I want to do something else. Thank you so much for being here. I had a wonderful time with you guys. It was a good encounter. I'm so happy. I wish you all the best. Enjoy the day. Maya, bye. I'll see you next time when I go live again. I'm going live again. I'm going live again.